With the new Battlefield coming out, there are a lot of things to discuss, even if it was just a beta. New mechanics, new weapons, more vehicles, more ways to be killed in one shot, and horse. Yes, a lot of horses, running people over, slicing people, and being stuck in a corner. A lot of corners. So let's stop horsing around and... No, stop, come on. It wasn't... Okay, fine. I didn't mean to stir up anything. Map. You'll be shown a top-down map that shows everything currently happening on the battlefield. Spawn on teammates, vehicles, or if you're playing Conquest, then spawn on one of the points that sound like they're named by a general who was accidentally reading a shopping list. You have apples, butter, corn, donuts, eggs, and flour, culminating in the easiest chop basket for the dessert round. Hey nerd, nobody's gonna get that reference. Movement. Well, the game starts you off at basically 0% sensitivity, leaving you turning slower than a heavy tank. Once you put it to MLG speeds, charging. Have you ever wanted to sprint at an enemy, screaming so loud that you were able to scare wild bears? Well, now add a blade to this equation, and you have yourself the Battlefield 1 charge.
Everybody get up, it's time to slam now. We got the real jam going down. Welcome to the Space Jam. Here's your chance, do your dance at the Space Jam. Alright.
And if you're not piercing people, like an angry man stabbing a ketchup bottle, then you're charging to get out of a bad situation. But if you don't measure the distance, you'll be stranded without any movement options besides slowly walking more exposed than Syndicate and the CSGO Lotto. Melee. DICE can't decide on how they want this mechanic to work, so they feel the need to change it every game. Battlefield 1943. Random stabbing and slashing. Battlefield 3. Slashing with the occasional one-shot melee animation. Battlefield 4. Counter-knifing was a cool mechanic. For the first 5 minutes, Battlefield Hardline. Nobody played this game. Battlefield 1. Hitting people until you get an animation, or you come up from behind and beat them with a kind of brutal animation. You have many different tools to either pierce or bludgeon your opponents with. The club. Standard melee weapon. Nothing special. The spiked club. Very similar to the club, but now you're adding insult to injury with the spikes. Trench knife. Any FPS ever. Hatchet. They are a tree. And you are a lumberjack. Trench maze. What is this? Medieval times? This thing is like the spike club. Very similar to the club. So, don't use it. Scrub. Shovel. Dig a ditch in your enemy's face, then dig their grave with the same shovel soon after. Pickaxe. Pretend like you're playing Minecraft, and the person in front of you is a mineral you want. Saber. Horse. Classes. While these aren't the same classes that are in every other Battlefield, they do fit into their respective roles in the same way the old classes did. Assault. When I first heard the name and what this class did, all I could ask was, why? For those of you who've never played a Battlefield before, Assault used to be the medic class, but now he's an engineer without the engineering. Assault is the anti-tank class wielding the anti-tank grenade.
Bomba atıyorum. Kafanıza dikkat edin.
Dynamite.
Oh my gosh. If I could get revived, that'd be amazing. Hey, Chris. Oh, never mind.
Anti-tank mine, and the AT rocket gun. Think of this one as the RPG, but you have to have your bipod deployed. And if you think the AT rocket gun is just for vehicles, you're dead wrong. This thing was made for dunking on snipers.
Fuck the police coming straight from the underground. A young nigga got it bad cause I'm brown. And not the other color, so police think they have the authority to kill a minority.
Assault is limited to using submachine guns and shotguns, making you the ultimate soldier in close quarter encounters, excluding battle pickups. Medic. Medic is what the Assault used to be. Damn it, DICE. Besides from the name change, the Medic is now only able to use semi-auto rifles, which aren't terrible, but if a bullet is shot anywhere near you, then you suddenly forget everything you were trained to do and become partially blind.
I couldn't see!
Oh, Russ.
To all medics out there, revive and heal your teammates. If I see you try to run over another dead teammate's body without trying to revive him, I will support. So they left this class alone. There are still the annoying people with LMGs that will non-stop shoot down corridors until there's nothing left to shoot at. Not gonna lie, these guns felt good. Holding down the trigger makes the gun more accurate, and when you deploy the bipod, you're an immovable menace. Tachanka would be jealous.
Mission failed. We'll get them next time.
Scout. So this is an unnecessary name change. Seriously. They used to be known as Recon, but now they're Scout? Aren't Scout and Recon synonyms? Scout. A person sent to obtain information. And Recon. Search for military information. And if you're wondering, yes, this did come from dictionary.com. The Scout is the sniper class of Battlefield 1. But he is very different from the Recon in the other Battlefield. While the other Battlefields hitting a long-range sniper shot was extremely difficult and extremely rewarding, now bullet time and bullet drop are almost non-existent, and you can one-shot body shot in your perfect range, making sniping as easy as 1-2. There is no 3, it's just 1-2. Battle pickups. Heavy armor guy, 1200 rounds, 200 per mag, can tank a lot of bullets, looks badass. What else could you want? Flamethrower guy. Yes, that is a technical term for him. Have you ever wanted to be the Pyro from TF2 but in a World War I shooter? Well, this is the guy. He comes with a gas mask, just like the Pyro. Have fun not being able to see anything. Tank Hunter. Do a huge amount of damage to tanks and other vehicles, or one-shot people with little to no bullet drop and time. The only drawback is that you have to be laying down, but you shouldn't be using this guy in the thick of battle anyway. Nerd. Cavalry. While previous battle pickups you had to find on the battlefield, you can just spawn as this invincible scum. Sure, you could be a nerd and stay on the horse, or you could jump off and pretend like you're Mario with a superstar. Vehicles. Cars. Humvee. Transport vehicle. If you use it for anything else, you must be trying to get sniped. Armored car. Better transport vehicle. Both these vehicles are alright, but if you try to take on multiple assaults, you're dead. And if you try to take on a tank, you're dead. Get good, nerd. Horse. Do I even have to explain this? Doing it anyway. Pretend like you're doing a drive-by for the Mafia, but you only have a sword, and you can only swing on the right side. Or you can live out your no-scoping dreams and out-snipe snipers. Or you can mix the two together and hack people with your gun. Tanks. Like tank.
You serious?
Heavy tank. You are the captain of your own ship, with the rest of the people leeching off your kills. A lot of armor, a lot of firepower, and a lot of slow motion turning. Land ship. Grab 2 of your most competent friends, and you will dominate. Otherwise, you're stuck with a machine gun and rapidly switching seats. Artillery truck. It's a car that always wanted to be a tank. I may have forgotten that this was a thing. So here's a picture of it. Did that work? Of course it did. Planes. Bomber. Drop bombs like Kobe in his prime. Fighter. Bomb people. Shoot people. Be an all-around menace to everything. Attack plane. You're a fly? The AA turrets are a fly spotter. Don't get hit. And if the turrets don't kill you, a strong gust of wind will.
Cheers, love! The cavalry's here!
Ground turrets. Anti-air. You could kill planes and be the average battle fodder, or you could turn up your sensitivity up to 200% and spin so fast that Sonic would be jealous. Anti-tank. These things are perfectly placed to deny tanks and other vehicles the objective. And if you don't see either of those, then just shoot at people, or snipers. Just call this thing the anti-everything. Game modes. Rush. A classic game mode in the Battlefield franchise, so it's not like they're gonna change it that much, right?
Oh, what the fuck ever!
Rush is now 12v12, slowing down the gameplay and making those 8 useless teammates now the majority. it is still the same objective of plant bomb on A or B, or defend A or B from being destroyed. Then move ahead until there are no more objectives to arm. Keep the enemy at bay until they lose all their tickets or run out of time. If that confuses you, then good luck. Conquest. In previous battlefields, it used to be by tickets, but they decided to change that for no reason also. Plus they added these things called behemoths, that the losing team will get to help them come back. If you see one, run, don't look back, just run until you can't see it anymore, and once you can't see it anymore, keep running. Oh, and one last thing, don't spawn on E.
So alone.
Now that this is over, I have to go lose some more competitive Overwatch matches. Why? Why do they nerf Genji that badly?